What did I tell you?
Well, what's the second?
She's pregnant.
You are Spencer.
Are you ready to go back to Montana? Well, I don't know about you guys, but Spencer is ready. That's for sure. The good news is, as of 1923, Season 2, Episode 5, he is one step closer to home. The bad news is, he still has a long road ahead. Don't worry though, the story is getting even more exciting and action-packed, to the point that by the end of the episode, you won't even question why the hell Spencer is still on the road 3 episodes before the grand finale. So let's talk about. First and foremost, you might have noticed that in Episode 4, Montana was surprisingly calm compared to everything else. But don't expect that to last. Zane somehow survived brain surgery and is recovering with his family. I don't know how he pulled that off, but it was one of the only positive moments in the episode. Even Elizabeth got a rare happy moment since she's pregnant again. But this is 1923, where happiness never lasts long for the Duttons. Episode 5 will witness war coming into the Yellowstone Ranch. The Duttons don't know it yet, but Donald and his man are already working on taking the ranch from the family. In order to do that, they are seeking some legal ways, of course. However, since they don't want to leave anything to chance, they also want to pressure the Duttons physically, which essentially means attacking the ranch. So the Duttons do what is expected from them. They take their guns at hand, use the house as the ultimate trench, and start fighting. This fight is not only for the protection of the ranch, though. It is also for the revenge of Zane. The only concern is that behind-the-scene rumors suggest a Dutton family member will be killed during this fight. I mean, it only makes sense that the show sacrifices one of its main characters so that there can be more momentum before the finale. Personally, I believe Jack will be the one who will killed off. But I saw some people pointing at Elizabeth as the expected victim. Considering that she is pregnant, that would be absolutely brutal in my opinion. But let me know what you think. Speaking of Donald, clearly, his plans really came into focus in the previous episode. Is it just me, or is that man is scary in the most unsettling way? It is official now that he wants to wipe out the Dutton legacy and build his empire right on top of their land. The bad thing is, this man is not the one to be defeated through a single fight. The good news is, this obsession with the ski resort will be the end of him. And with him, Banner is going down as well. We all know that Banner is Donald's weapon, and it's becoming more and more obvious that Banner is starting to struggle with what he's doing. There was this moment where he talked to his wife about the plan to steal the Duttons' land, and I thought for a second that maybe he'd have a change of heart. But no, his wife is just as cold as he is. She basically told him to go for it. That's the thing about Banner. He knows what he's doing is wrong, but he's in too deep now. Still, in Episode 5, we will see him contemplating even more, hating Donald with every step he takes for him. Well, this will be the case until he finds out that there is a man named Spencer Dutton, and he is already on his way to Montana. You might remember that telegraph Spencer sent to Montana in the first episode. In Episode 5, it's finally going to reach, but the problem is, Banner is going to find out about it first. Once he realizes that Spencer is not only alive but heading back to Montana, he's going to panic. And knowing how ruthless Donald is, there's no way Banner will be allowed to back out now. On the contrary, as I mentioned, they will increase their pressure over the Duttons to the fullest. Meanwhile, Spencer's path crossed with an Italian mafia family again. He somehow managed to escape the chaos between the mafia and the Federals, but it's starting to feel like Spencer is just constantly running. It's exhausting watching him fight to survive while knowing he's still so far from home. The good news is, he won't continue the road alone. In fact, we will see him with one of our beloved characters, Tiana. Marshal Mammie Fossett will be the one that brings these two characters together. Since Tiana now knows that her name and face is everywhere, she will be forced to leave Texas, moving towards Oklahoma. Spencer is already headed in that direction on his way to Montana, and Mammie is in search for now only Tiana, but also the evil priest that is seeking Tiana. Now, the rumor has it that Mammie will find Spencer on the road, questioning his motives for being there. Then she will offer him a ride and protection until Montana border. On the road, though, they will come across Tiana, who is under the attack of the priest. Mammie will first struggle to decide whom to side with. However, thanks to Spencer's insight, she will decide to protect Tiana from the priest. After they get rid of the priest, the trio will sit down and make a plan to save Tiana. Spencer will offer that the only way to save Tiana from the charges she faces is to move her to another state, and that state will be none other than Montana. I mean, feel free to fight me in the comments, but I think it only makes sense for this duo to cooperate. After all, they're both on the run, and they're both trying to protect their families from corrupt, powerful men. And this will bring us to episode 6, where we will witness Tiana and Spencer riding towards Montana together. But we will talk about that more next week. For more weekly updates on 1923, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.